Devblog 30 for Rust console drops yesterday. Pedro Silva has absolutely knocked this devblog out the park with updates. There's a lot to cover, so bear with, sit down, get whatever you need, and let's get straight into it. So, going straight into Devblog 30, the first major title that we have is moving to monthly update schedule. Last month, we had added tugboats to Rust console, and soon we're rolling out a whole host of new additions to community servers, which we'll explore later. We're now much closer to Rust PC in terms of content, giving us more flexibility with our updates. From now until the end of the year, our plan is to release monthly updates that bring more to the game beyond just bug fixes. These updates may include quality of life improvements, new content, and seasonal events. Check out the roadmap to see all things exciting that will be coming for the rest of 2024. Now, what's great about this is that we may be seeing content come into this game that isn't necessarily within PC. This now gives Double 11 a bit of wiggle room to be like, right, we've got the core fundamentals coming to this game and that are already in the game to make Rust what it is, especially on the PC side of things. Now we can add our own sort of things within the game, which will kind of just break the mold and break off from Rust PC and make Rust console its own sort of game. Shaking up the community servers. We hear you, and we know many of you server owners are eager for new features. Hell yeah, we are. To customize your server and make it uniquely your own. With the next update, we're bringing some exciting changes. First up, we're introducing new server identifiers for your server that you can share with your community. Your server will have a unique code, ensuring your players are joining the right server and not a copycat. This is brilliant because people use CNQR or they use Warfare and the tags kind of just get used up that way. So that'd be really good to just identify what server that you want to join is the authentic one. Next, we've made significant improvements to the welcome message. There's now a new rules tab where server owners can specify the rules for their server. Players must accept these rules before entering the game. Additionally, there's a new server team tab that lists the server owners, admins and moderators. Both the rules and the team tab are fully customizable through the gPortal website or the use of command convars. Again, a really good thing for us server owners as well as moderators and whoever is within your staff on your community servers. Just easier to manage workflow, because at the end of the day it's sort of like a part-time job in a sense, and trying to market it and trying to get the pop-up. We've also enhanced the item list and command list categories, which is really good. Most notably, PvE gameplay on community servers is getting a major overhaul. Instead of single on and off switch, PvE will now be managed by a combination of different options. The first option allows you to control whether players can take damage from other players, PvP. The second option works similarly but for player-made structures like bases, PvB, allowing server owners to make them unraidable server-wide if they wish. For CNQR Warfare, a huge thing for us was to try and manage the offlines, because offlines kill the server, they kill people's motivation. However, it's part of the game at the end of the day. But we tried to manage that. Whether it worked or not, I guess is subjective. And we were working on an offline protection with a developer that we work with. However, with this, that makes it just so much easier for us server owners to, have an offline protection, if you will, server, and then one that you can just play normally. So if you have 2 or 3 servers, you can just pick and choose how you want the players within your community to play those servers. So it's really good that they're doing this overhaul for community servers. Special events are coming to community servers, including Halloween, Easter and Christmas. You'll be able to activate them right after the 2.0 update comes to Rust console next week. We've made major improvements to how events perform. And then down here, and yes, seasonal items will be part of the event, so you can enable them when you need to, and you can find this out within the wiki that they have, or the Git book. I'm not sure what it's called now. The kill zones feature is being improved upon the custom zone, so I'm guessing no or PvE or PvP on, PvP off. So if someone's base was there, that's you can't raid that. It's just so good. I actually cannot believe what I'm looking at right now, that they've actually done this. Again, this is something I've said to Pedro, probably something a lot of people have said to Pedro, to have this sort of thing in, and you can't fault Double 11 for listening to the community. It's crazy that it's taken this time to kind of get where we are, But nonetheless, it's a good insight and good news that we're seeing finally a lot of things coming to light, and we're getting more content updates instead of having them every 2 months. Now we get monthly. I cannot believe I'm seeing this, but gear up for the industrial update. We've loaded this update with a ton of exciting new content for Rust Console Edition. This update will introduce all of the industrial components you've been waiting for, along with a moon pool on the oil rig, the new nightlight feature, and of course backpacks. I think I've said in a past video, if they were to introduce backpacks, they would need something else alongside that to create hype. Industrial is the perfect match for that, because Heli's too big of an update. Industrial very much capable of, you know, putting into console, and now with backpacks, what a dream this is going to be to see on Rust Console. And that is all from this devlog. This is just crazy. Devlog 30 hit it out of the park. Community server updates, offline protection, as well as gear up for industrial update, as well as backpacks. That this will all be hitting PTB early August and the main branch at end of August. So this is the secret update. Again, this is something I've spoken about, and a lot of people, you know, have been theorizing that it's going to be this or that. Mine was cards, but I'm actually more happy that this is the update that we're getting. So double 11 Pedro Silva, round of applause, because, you know, what a great devlog, and it's good to be a Rust Console player at this moment in time. The only thing I would say is the fact that nothing's been done per se for DDoSers, because that's the problem we're having at the moment. It's just people playing dirty. However, it is what it is, and we've just got to kind of put up with that for the time being. What do you guys think? Are you hyped for this new update coming to Rust Console? It's going to be starting early August on the PTB and should be hitting main branch at the end of August. And that will end off the roadmap for 2024, and then we'll be getting monthly updates after that. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new around here and want to keep up with the updates that I'll be bringing. Over this devlog, I'll be making consecutive videos talking about the individual updates. And yeah, that's all for now. See you in the next one.